In Boneworks, arguably the best part of the game is the guns. So what if we took them out? Would it change the gameplay? Would it make the game worse? I set out to find out. After collecting the battery, I proceeded through to the break room. I also had to test if my super strength mod was on. It was, and it's going to be on for the rest of this run through. I tried for hours to take it down, but I forgot how I put it up in the first place, so it's there to stay. Usually, I would stick around and inspect the environments of the games, but today, that wasn't the mission. After redirecting some steam to clear the path, I finished the break room mission. Now, it was time for the museum. I had to take a little time to absorb the abstract beauty of this game. After looking upon the contents of this museum and learning how to jump, I headed out to the first physics puzzle. I also learned to climb. With these skills in hand, I'd be a pro gamer in no time. After recreating the last part of the American Ninja Warrior course in VR, I headed to learn about physics objects, and find my new best friend for this run, the sledgehammer. I also learned about saving, which would help me a lot later on. I had to indulge in these guns, at least a little bit. After learning about ammo and reclamation bins, I headed out to my favorite part of the museum. I also learned about all my new best friends for this run. After learning about void energy, keys, and looking upon their overpriced gift shop, I headed out to finish the museum level. After grabbing one of the patented Toothbuster 3000s, I headed through the playground to fight the first enemy of the run. I by now think you all know what I mean by without any guns. I just mean we can't use any guns, so I can use my fists, I can use physics objects, I can use melee weapons, I can basically use anything that isn't a gun. I also broke some cheap swill upon a fence. I also exchanged my Toothbuster 5000 for a hammer. There were a bunch of drunks crowding up the raffle area, so I decided to do what any serial killer would do and beat them to death. And they thought hiding would save them. I gave no mercy, no quarter, and I just beat them up. I also found this man behind here, so I beat him up. As one does. In my quest for violence and carnage, insert Doom Eternal reference here, I found another null body, decided to beat him up, and he actually did a Sigma male move for me by opening up my promotion. We lost a real one that day. I recently discovered that if you pull the charging handle on the back of the turret, you deactivate them. Fun little tidbit there for you. After encountering the first monomot of the run, I picked up some knives and headed through to the next part of the mission. After giving a few null bodies the London treatment with my new purchases, I headed out to the first physics puzzle of the game. That's when tragedy struck. After a gut-wrencher that made $1 Million Baby seem like the Three Stooges, I pushed on in honor of my friend and comrade. I also saw an area for parents who don't care about their kids. Like literally, it's a video game. I also acquired my main homeboy on this run, the sledgehammer. Also, one of my main enemies that gave me the most trouble in this run, the hazmat ball guy, which we'll be calling him, showed up in this area. He wasn't too much of a challenge here, but down in runoff, he really just was awful in every way. However, it was kind of funny how you could turn their own guns on them. Finally, we arrived at my least favorite part of the mission, which is just awful. What is the point of it? I don't get it. Do you? No, you don't. Because no one does. However, I remembered that there was a climbable wall, which I thought would be dicey because of the super strength mod. However, it actually worked out pretty well. So, I pushed forward. I also almost fell while pushing down these ladders. I had to be sure that I wouldn't have to do that stupid climbing thing again in case I fell, which is pretty much likely. However, no falling occurred, so we were pretty much Gucci. Now it was time for my favorite part of Streets, which was this catapult thing. I don't know why they added it, but I like it. I tried to do a little superhero landing. That was pretty cool. The null bodies didn't really stop spawning, so I just went up to the end of the level, because I knew it was pretty close. This guy, I just wrecked him though. And just like that, I completed Streets. After opening the door to the break room, some stupid clone of myself gave me a worthless gift that I didn't even pretend to like. Also, this door had a vendetta on me for some reason. Don't ask me why. After purchasing an axe, I headed downstairs to the garage area of the trash handler's building. I also beat up a null man who was, as they say, in his vibes in the shower. After that, I moved down into the main area of the garage, clearing out null men, and just playing with my axe a little bit. I also met a null man who volunteered to help me hit the buttons on the generators. Another Sigma. Another real one lost this run. Now officially marks the point where I didn't know what to do because I just forgot what the next step was. But I need meme edits, so... After I figured it out, I gooned another nullman, pressed the button to open the bay door, and actually met the first challenge of this run, which were the hazmat ballmen, as I said before. This time they were way more numerous and caused much more of a problem. They actually caused so much of a problem, I don't know how to easily edit this footage, so I'm just gonna wing it. How about that? I had my sights thoroughly set on the time tower. It also didn't help that my controllers are busted. After clearing out the enemies in the rain runoff, I headed out to the next physics puzzle. This one is pretty rudimentary, so it didn't take me that long. This part also brought along its own set of challenges, but nothing nearly as challenging as the main runoff. I also found a wrench, but I didn't really use it and ended up just dropping it after I found it. After lowering the bridge, I headed across to what was probably the most challenging fight of this level. After that, I headed into the gravity barrel puzzle. This was pretty easy once I remembered how to do it. After a few random attempts and just general guessing, I actually got the barrels down and completed the puzzle. After that, it was just a jump, a skip, and a hop to the next save point. I also disposed of another gross gun. However, I did have a 300 IQ moment, which allowed me to skip 99% of the fighting. I also discovered an extremely effective strategy against the ball men, in which you grab their gun and hit them with a melee weapon and they can't really attack you. This trash compactor thing was another moment where super strength got pretty dicey, so I figured it out. And just like that, runoff was complete. After arriving in the sewer, I bought some knives, a baseball bat, and found a sledgehammer, broke the boxes, and proceeded to the level. These gnome were creating quite a disturbance in my block-breaking crusade, so I schwacked them. After utilizing my true Sigma grind set capabilities to deal with some whining woman on the TV screen, I pushed on to the rest of the sewer to kill 4 early exits, corrupted nobodies, and more. At this point, I really just wanted the level to be over with, because this is my least favorite map, and I was pretty tired already. However, the next 2 parts are my favorites. After that, I proceeded to fight the first instance of the crabs. After that, I opened the door to the pipe, slid down like a slip and slide from hell, and proceeded on to the next part. That maze had me confused for a little bit there. I proceeded on after fighting the enemies. I also gave this guy the head bar prison treatment. Finally, I gave you all the ability to see during this mission. With my accidental super strength in hand, the crabs are pretty easy to fight. Not getting in there today. Now I realize while editing this how bad I really looked while doing it. After saving and breaking the lock, I proceeded down to the next fight of the level. I also gave a head crab some sass, telling it not to strike me before I can attack faster than you can even see, apparently. That's an ability that I can do. I also witnessed some horrible friendly fire in action. After that, I went to the reclamation bin, opened the pipe, slid down the sewer, and finished sewer. After that, I purchased an axe and a sledgehammer, beat up a null man, broke the computer, grabbed the box, and jumped into the warehouse. After that, I had to get back to clearing the warehouse. After all the enemies in the area were vanquished, I grabbed the battery, pulled the lever, and realized that I had to move the shipping container bridge. But I thought I could make the jump, but turns out it was just a small brain moment. It didn't really matter though, since I got up relatively quickly again. After that, I witnessed a gang war in the impromptu meth lab. Also, you're gonna watch this because this was a lot funnier when I was watching this in game. It's not that funny right now, but maybe I can make it funnier. also ended up dying right after I hit the forward switch on the tram, so it ended up leaving without me, so I had to run. After I arrived at the central station, I decided that I wanted to cut some time off my run, so I did something that I know you all just threw up in your mouths, but I had to purchase a gun. A gun is necessary to open the door that contains the second part of the central station mission, so I had to shoot the button, and I can't do that with a melee weapon. I also don't have my perfection psyche, just like dead shot aim going on, so my bad. Tragedy unfortunately struck yet again when my axe got stuck in him and I couldn't get it out. This was a major issue for this run, because it really just took a long time to get through this run without a melee weapon, because I didn't find any others. However, I improvised. Thank you for watching part 1 of Can You Beat Boneworks Without Any Guns? Please like and sub, and part 2 will be out in a matter of days. Thank you.